Hey, what's up YouTube? It's African once again. Come on over here and chill with me for a little bit. Let's talk, right? My girlfriend left me is a growing cry for a lot of men these days. It seems that women have begun to say no, right? Rather than prolonging a relationship, having it drawn out for years, only to leave at the end. Women are beginning to get up and get out, right? Counting their loss and heading out, right? To find better relationship or just to work on themselves and to bring themselves to just a different space in their life, right? While back in the past, you'll find that women will stay for the reasons of kids, stay because of how it will look on her and for various reasons. But now I realize that there's a growing trend or a big trend, right, that women are realizing their worth and that they don't have to stick around and stay for any other reason but their wellness and their happiness, right? Not saying that staying for a child isn't a good reason, but I don't think it's a good enough reason to stay. And I do agree with some women stepping out of relationships just because they don't want to settle, or just identifying the pros and the cons and realize that this is a dead end and that I need to step out and see what else is out there for me, or for whatever other reasons they choose to step out. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, why aren't relationships working out in 2024? I know I don't speak for all relationships, but if you should look at the people closest to you and just observe your circle, ask yourself, how many are married? How many are single? How many are in thriving marriages? How many are in struggling marriages? How many have divorced over the past few years? How many relationships people, unmarried unions that ended? How many? And then you will begin to see a pattern. You will realize that more are not going well than the ones that are going well. So I'm like, what's going on? And I've been hearing stories, I've been looking into many different things. And I think one of the things that stood out in all that I've come across is that marriages and relationships need a purpose. Right? Marriages and relationships need a purpose, and without a purpose they will struggle. If they serve no purpose, then there is no need for it to exist. Depending on what country you are in, or it might be more evident that in this particular country marriages have purpose and so they thrive, and then in other countries it doesn't really serve any meaningful purpose and so they perish. But yes, why? I believe that in order for relationships to thrive, they need to serve a purpose. I made mention earlier of women leaving the relationship and they're not waiting around for millennia anymore before they say, hey, no more to this. And some of the reasons that they'll give include: men aren't doing anything, men are stagnant, men are wasting money, men are cheaters, men used to abuse their power of being the provider, and all of these things. And so now women are in a position, women have been empowered and in a way that they don't necessarily need the man. And so most of her needs can be supplied by a service or product, right? And so she doesn't necessarily need a man. You'll find that maybe a few days out of the week, or a few hours out of the day, or a few days out of the month, she might accommodate you as a man. But as soon as they try to coexist, then there comes the conflict, right? I don't know if that works in favor of the men. I don't know if men are looking to have long-term relationships anymore. I realize that the dating world is crazy and people have all sorts of different theory of what is and what's not supposed to be. one of the latest things that I came across was that in some Asian country, I think it was China, I'm not sure, and of course it was an English person telling the story, so again I don't know if it is even true, right? But it is that they're beginning to, there's a new trend, and it is that there are friendship marriages where friends and friends would get together and get married for specific benefits and stuff like that. Alright, and they're like, we're friends, so we can have joint benefits, tax breaks, and some of the other things that I'm not remembering right now. But I'm like, wow, what is going on? Why is it that the man and the woman can't coexist and can't be in a space and thrive together? It is, the man and the woman is probably the only species of animal that I notice on the earth that seem to be having such an issue. Of course, I don't speak the languages or communicate with the languages of other creatures, so I don't know exactly what's going on with them, but it seemed to me that we are having such a challenge, and we claim that we are the most intelligent, technologically advanced, and we have the most resources at our disposal, yet still we're struggling with something so fundamental. I don't know, but I'm curious to hear your opinion. So head on down to the comments section, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Why aren't relationships working out nowadays? Why are we having such a fight for something that should be so natural to us, something that is first nature? Why? Thank you for watching. That is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching again, and as always, one love.